Welcome to Hangin' Out. Let's do this.
All right. Here we go. I gotta get the chat over there. And I gotta get Poe up here. There, now I can see him. How's it going, Poe?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I am doing all right. It's been a long week for us here. But today was our Friday, so we're good.
Nice.
I think I'll make it.
You had Monday yesterday, Friday today.
Yeah, it's a long week. But
yeah, it was a heck of a week here. We finally were getting 50s and 60s, and all that snow from the big storm there 3-4 weeks ago. Finally, I saw the last of it like melting off yesterday. And today we go down below freezing, and they're calling for 5 inches of snow and everything else. I'm like, really? We just got rid of that crap. But the plus side, well, maybe it's not a plus side. I think it's 2 weeks from tonight or today is the time change anyway. So,
right. Yeah, there you go. There is that. Yeah, it's only 60 outside. I say only, but it's been up in the 70s and 80. When we were at my mom's house in Phoenix, it was warmer here than it was in Phoenix. But it's 71 in here, so it's like gorgeous. I'll take this.
Yeah, I can't read it here because we had really high winds yesterday. When everything was changing from the 60s back to going cold, the wind was just nuts. So my clock and thermometer and everything, it's all one big thing. We had the power loss for like just a millisecond, blink, and I never did set it out here. So it's telling me that the time is 1:51 and it's 5 degrees Celsius in here right now. It's January 3rd, Friday. So
nice. Wow. Well, let's run through the chat really quick. Just the people that were here early. Kelly was here, of course. Megan was here early. But these are the people that showed up while the intro was playing, so that's cool. Torque, PJ Smith.
PJ.
Got some people saying hello to each other. Hello. Derek showed up right as the.
Hey, Derek.
And then, here Megan says hi to us directly. Hi, Megan. Let's see. Oh, Mike's Gaming Gala.
Mike.
Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for jumping in here. 68 degrees plus, Derek says this weekend. Nice. And Joker's here.
Hey, Joker.
Joker is here. Yeah, it was crazy. We try not to go even, much later than this when we're going to visit my mom in Phoenix, because Phoenix just gets ridiculous hot so early. And it was actually kind of chilly. We went and played we always play mini golf with my mom because she lives out there in Sun City and we can get in for free. And Kelly was like, do I wear my sweatshirt or not? And she opted not to. And then about halfway through, the wind started picking up. I'm like, now you're regretting your choice. Of course, I'm a big fat guy, so I was perfectly fine.
All right. My boss said something about that with the temperatures. Oh, it's getting warmer. And I at our meeting the other day, and I said, well, us plus size models, we prefer it a little cooler when we're in there actually working. So
That is right. It's definitely feels warmer the larger you get.
Now we had a crappy. I had a crappy day. Thursday, I was heading to work bright and early. Well, not bright. I mean, it's pitch black out when I leave. But I'm getting ready to cross the bridge here in town, and all of a sudden, I'm starting on the bridge. Boom! What in the heck? Now I had a slow leak in the back passenger tire. I knew about that. Maybe once a week, top it off a little. I was losing it real slow. So I already had that screen up on the car, the tire pressure for each tire when I leave in the morning. The front passenger tire went from 35, 36 PSI. It's like, boom, one. I'm like, oh, dear Lord. I got across the bridge, did a U-E, went back across, because right across that bridge, right around where I did that, is the place that I go for my tires and my Pennsylvania State inspection each year. Maybe they're the ones that put the pothole there, but yeah. So I pull in there and called my daughter. The wife wasn't up yet, and I'm like, "Can you come pick me up? I don't feel like walking a couple miles uphill with my big lunch bag and stuff here." She's like, "Yeah, I'll come get you." So then I called them, and I said, "Well, inspection's coming up too." They're like, "Yeah, both of those tires are screwed." They said that we took off the back, and yeah, you need new brakes. I'm like, "Yeah." I usually wait for that inspection, that annual inspection, to do everything. So I'm like, you know what? Throw 4 new tires on it, do the brakes on the back. So they said that's fine. Friday, I take my wife's car to work. Her and my daughter kind of carpooled. So I get done with it. Actually, they said the brakes and the tires are on. We paid them over the phone. We've known these people for years. You know, so yeah, after work, I can stop down there and pick up my car, and you know, my wife will come down and take the other car. So as I'm getting in the car to leave work, I'm like, everything's paid, everything's good. Go get the car. They call me and they're like, one of the techs, the mechanics that put the brakes on, he went to take it out for a test drive. And yeah, your strut is broken. We didn't see that before. So we're going to have to, you can take it, but we don't suggest going anywhere on it, or we can keep it here and work on it on Monday. So I was already almost $1,000 out the door with the tires and brakes. So now we got the strut tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a fun-filled week.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Unplanned auto repairs suck.
I knew we were going to get it this year because last year for the inspection, the brakes were fine and the tires were fine on both of our vehicles. And I told my wife right after that inspection in April last year, I'm like, you know, we're screwed next year. We're going to need tires and brakes all around for both of them. And sure enough, for sure, I needed 4 tires. But hey, at least if they get it all fixed now, come April on that inspection, I should pass with flying colors.
Nice. Yeah, they ended the we don't have to get our cars inspected here anymore. The first couple 3 years we were here, we'd have to go in. It was like $8 or something like that, just a little, flasher headlights and stuff like that, turn signals, and they'd write down your mileage. And then they said, yeah, that's going to end. And I don't remember now if they did it, but it was funny because they were saying it's going to end. So next year you don't have to get the inspection, but you still have to pay for it. We're like, what? How does that work? But I think you didn't have to pay the place that did the inspection, but you still had to pay the state's part of it because you pay the place $8 or whatever. But included with getting your tags, there was like another $8 charge for the inspection fee, I guess, for them to staple your inspection paper to the receipt. I don't know. But they're like, yeah, you're still going to have to pay that, but you don't have to get the inspection.
Real nice.
Yeah, but now I think it's completely done. I think last year I didn't mess with it all. And I still have the car, our tags are due in April. And I still have my last one that says April of 26 when it expires in the glove box. I never even put it on. Like, whoops. But Texas is weird because we put our tags on the windshield, not on the license plate. So if you look at our license plate, it looks like there are no tags on it.
Yeah, we don't do the license plate ones here in PA anymore either. A few years ago, they stopped doing that. So the inspection sticker has always been on our windshield, but the tags, yeah, well, they don't even do that anymore. So, I mean, you have to register it. You get the paperwork and everything, but there's nothing to display.
Nothing at all. Just the inspection. Yeah.
I guess that one, if you get pulled over and they run the number, they can see that you are registered and everything.
Right.
Picked up.
Right. Yeah. All right. Let's see. There was a lot of talk. I know Derek said Mike was here in the house. Bliss's mom must be sleeping. And Mike said she's resting. Let's see. Thankfully, as big guys, we all have spare tires. I I see what you did there. Polo's here. Good to see you, Polo. Cars are a pain, but gotta have them. Yep. Joker, how were the drinks tonight? Yeah, what kind of drinks you got? I'm having my normal cherry Coke Zero, like I always do on Sunday nights. Are you drinking your Gatorade, Poe?
Yeah, I had my Gatorade. I finished my last coffee with dinner. So sometimes when it's colder, I'll bring a coffee out here, but not tonight.
Yeah. Derek said just needed a new battery and 2 tires this week to get inspection for registration. Fun. Yeah. Right. Cocktails, so good. And Hollywood, what are your favorite cocktail flavors? Oh. I'm not a big drinker.
Oh, I know. I don't do the mixed drinks and stuff like that. So
yeah, when I was in the Navy back 100 years ago, I was a big Screwdriver fan. It's just some vodka and orange juice going on. But yes, National Margarita Day. I saw that posted in the Discord. So that's cool. Some of those things are flavorful, those margaritas and daiquiris and all that stuff. But
right.
You drink those with your buddies, and then you get all kind of jokes about you being Sissy Mary. Man, I went to that bar down in Puerto Rico we'd go to where it was so distracting because the girls kept taking their tops off when they're on stage. We were just trying to have a wholesome evening, bunch of squids, and I was ordering my dang screwdrivers. And by the end of the night, I guess the bartender was just having fun or whatever. He'd fill that freaking cup to the top with vodka, and then he'd take the orange juice and go, and he'd hand it to me. I'm like, what the fuck? When I drank it. Yeah. But love the cartoon you posted. So funny. Which one was that? Did you see our thumbnail, Poe? What'd you think of that?
Oh yeah. We're like the Lost Boys there.
Yeah. And for anyone that's ever messed with AI stuff and trying to get pictures you want, sometimes it works out great, and sometimes you just want to chuck your computer or your phone or whatever you're using out the window. I told it. Well, first I made the mistake of just saying, take the 2 characters and have them hanging from under a bridge. So it had us hanging on ropes, not around our neck. It was like hooked to our shirt. I'm like, no, hanging on their hands underneath the thing. So it put us under there, but the bridge was like, our feet were like a foot off the ground. So I'm like, now make the bridge way higher. And then I was telling it to put a couple of, sometimes you tell those AI to make actual people characters and it'll give you shit, make Kiefer Sutherland looking like the Lost Boys. And it'll be like, I can't do that. So I just said, make a couple of 80s wearing like heavy metal clothes hanging next to them. And it would, every time it did it, it would take one of us off of it. And it put the two other dudes and one of us. And then I'm like, no, you got to keep the original 2 guys on there. So it would put 2 of you and the 2 guys, or 2 of me and the 2 guys. So then I went over to Grok, same thing. Then I went over to Chat GPT and I was like, fuck it, I'm just going with the 2 of us.
Yeah, it's really bad sometimes if you try to have both characters talk and you'll say, have the one on the left say this with your quote, have the one on the right say this with your quote, and then we'll have them both say the same thing. Be like both of us will say, hey, Poe, you suck. Like, yeah. No. Only Bart says that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that problem with, I forget which one I was trying to do, and it would keep, I was like, have the one on the left doing this and the one on the right doing that, and then it would take away one of the 2 characters and put the both of us, and then at one point it had 2 of you and 1 of me. I'm like, no, you got to put the one on the left back, and it put the second one. It's like, oh my gosh. 2 dudes talking and 1 dude was smashing his mom. Oh, what was that? I don't even remember. I put so much.
Oh, your mom thing. You kiss your mom with that mouth. And they says, no, I kiss your mom.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, the Lost Boys thumbnail. I couldn't get any more Lost Boys on there.
They were lost.
They were lost. They already dropped. I thought about doing that, just having words coming up from the bottom with stuff that they said. And then I noticed after I uploaded the thumbnail and all that stuff, I noticed I didn't even pay attention. I had a city background instead of where the bridge was in the movie. But I figured no one will notice if I just don't mention it. So then I mentioned it.
They should have had the topless saxophone player standing up on the tracks there.
Yeah. And I'm still holding on to those other thumbnails that I made for the hanging out. Kelly says we need to use it. That's for a special show. That'll be for a special occasion. I did send that. Both of them to Mike's Gaming Gala. I figured he'd get a kick out of those. But
the first time when you sent it, at first I didn't even notice that. I just saw it standing there, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's a pretty good one." And then I looked again. I'm like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, that one's pretty funny. That was just on a whim, and you have to add stuff like that. Now, people that don't know Kelly and Mike know what we're talking about, but everyone else is like, "Well, what is it?" But I had to Photoshop that stuff because you can't even tell the AI to do stuff like that. They'll be like, "Oh, that's not appropriate." But yeah. Anyway, sometimes it's fun. You do a lot of those funny ones, and we just send them to each other and laugh, and don't really plan on using them. And then I do have that video in case we have Chuck from DJC. If he ever comes on, I'm holding that one in my hip pocket. I got a video for him. And but anyway, so Bo, you just put up a video.
Yep. I did the Uno Card Plus was the one I put up last night.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to getting that and finally messing with it. So I did a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, and there was some good news in that video. It comes with a sprinkle of patience, but
right. Because when you first go on it, like when you went on there a few weeks ago, they weren't available right now. And then after the whole 10% increase in tariff announcement this past week, I went on their site there. I was going to get their site just so I could share it in my description. And I'm looking at it. And there's this big thing due to the 10% increase. We're no longer selling these to U.S. buyers. And I'm like, oh, I better mention that in my video too. But then as you scroll down, they said that I guess they're making a batch to send to Retro Game Boys so that he can sell them to people in the U.S. So that's great news for anybody that missed out on it. And his stuff is pretty great. I bought a lot of controllers from him in the last few years for my 5200, 2600, 7800. He makes great controllers.
Nice. Yeah, because I might have to pick up one of those things.
You can get the Pac-Man yellow, or you can just get the black one.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did learn as going along, because I didn't see a whole lot on this about how to do this and that, so I'm like, do I throw everything on the root of the card? Do I make a games folder and throw everything in there? Subfolders. You're going to need subfolders if you plan on putting more than 60 games on this thing. It'll read 60 at a time. I threw the whole thing in a folder called Atari 2600, but out of those hundreds of games, it only showed game 1 through 60 there. So I need to go back in and make folders, alphabetical folders for everything.
Right.
You know me, I ought to get done with that in about 6 years.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of similar with the Sprint, right? But Sprint has a lot more that you can put on. But where they say it's like 250 or something like that in a folder, you should probably.
And this thing really surprised me because the only way to see what game you're picking is with this little screen and this little switch. The switch goes left or right, or you push it in. But that screen was so bright, I was actually able to read the ROM names right on there.
Nice.
Fairly easily.
Yeah, it looked good on the video. Yeah. So check out that video that Poe did. Yeah, that's good stuff. Poe didn't want the black one because it made him feel self-conscious.
But I saw the thing and I'm like, that matches the Pac-Man 2600 plus. That's neat. So, yeah, at the time when I bought that, they said that one was out of stock. You would have to wait a month or so. And I'm like, I'll wait. I don't care. But then they must have had a few sitting there. They sent me one right away. So,
Yeah.
by right away, I mean, it probably took over a week. It came from France, but it wasn't as long as I was expecting. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And I went looking right away and I didn't care what color it is. I figured if they got one, but everything was out of sale. Or out of stock, whatever.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Like I said before, I spent $43 or $45 on the thing, and then shipping was probably that same amount coming from over there. So, I mean, it was still under $100, but I know a lot of people won't want to pay the shipping. So hopefully, things are reduced once Retro Game Boys gets them in stock.
Yeah, Mike said he needs to catch up on videos from lots of people, Poe included. Well, it is hard to keep up with Poe because he's putting out like one a month.
Yeah,
lately.
That's true. Like, yeah, I didn't make anything for a month and a week or 2 weeks. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
There.
My problem
I'm trying to think. Then I did the Go and the Go controller and the virtual boy and this now. So 4 videos in the last few weeks. So I'm getting something.
Right. Yeah, my problem is I got to get back because I watch so much of it on my TV, and then I got to get on my phone to leave comments, and I'll get way behind on that, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I never left a comment on that video," and then I forgot what it even was about because I watched too much stuff. But
the problem lately, not with every comment, but I try to reply to every comment. And I know the other day one of them was Operation Shutdown commented on one of the videos. I tried to write back and I wrote all this stuff and it says an error occurred. It wouldn't post my reply to him. So I even closed out the YouTube app, went back and tried again 2 more times and it said the same thing, an error occurred. It wouldn't let me to respond to his comment. So really strange.
Which video was that on?
I think that one was on the Virtual Boy one.
Yeah. I'll go look for it and I'll post under there and say, Poe was going to reply, but he thinks you're an asshole.
That's the Operation Shutdown. He's a hometown fella.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He sticks around for a lot of stuff. Yeah, Megan's saying let's see. Megan said Poe did a great video on the Virtual Boy for Switch as well. It's really good. Yeah. And Mike watches all your stuff. We know that. Mike is a very loyal guy. He even watched my pinball stuff when he didn't even care about pinball. So
I wonder if I have anything else. Oh, look at this.
Oh, looky there.
Oh, it's so real. I didn't get sick from these things.
Oh, speaking of which,
in the stack.
I gotta say this while I'm thinking about it. We always tease with Mike about the whole remotes versus controllers thing. I was watching a video today, and a guy was talking about watching Star Trek. Him and his wife watch Star Trek all the time, and his wife is really hooked on it. So they'll watch 2 or 3 episodes like every night, and he has trouble getting the controller from her so that he can watch a movie. And I'm like, that's the reverse. He uses a controller for his TV. I should have recorded it and sent it to Mike. It's a Uno reverse card. Oh,
Sonic the Hedgehog arcade machine. The only thing I know about that, I did see it in one of my groups the other day. People were talking about it, and so most of the people I saw talking about the thing were angry about the thing, which happens a lot with arcade one-up things, or whoever, people were complaining that it's just all console games put on an arcade cabinet for all that money. I think if people like the thing, get the thing. I mean, we have the arcade. We can throw all the console games on there if we want to already, so I wouldn't be buying it. But if you like that kind of thing, if Sonic's your favorite thing, I saw other people compare it to the Atari 50 cabinet, but that's a little different. That had arcade games built in plus 2,600 games. So, I mean, if they could get the arcade Sonic games on there, it would make probably a little more sense to have it come out of an arcade cabinet.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything about it, so I don't even know.
It looks neat, just the cabinet itself, but well, I think they said it's only Sonic console games that are going on there. I could be wrong, but that's what most people were complaining about.
Oh wow, $700 too.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I almost feel like for that price, you need to be able to add stuff to it.
Yeah, I think it's more like a lot of these things. It's surprising. You'll see a lot of things, even like the Sprint. People are like, "Well, I don't know any tech stuff. I don't want to add these ROMs." And you say, "Hey, listen, it's real easy. You know, so here's the package already made for you for the 125. You just put it on there. I don't know anything about that stuff. I don't want to do it." So I think things like this arcade cabinet are more for people that aren't tech savvy enough to do it themselves.
That is true. That is true.
I'm still seeing people selling their Vipers or the mystery encoder board because they've never used them. They were afraid to mess things up. I see that every once in a while. I still have mine new. If somebody wants to buy it, it's like, wow, really? You know?
Jeez. Yeah, that was I guess I get it. Some people are freaked out, especially if you got to do some hardware stuff and, but I mean, that mystery encoder chip, that was literally, well, here's where the prongs are. Put it on it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. Polo still has all the Sega arcade games on his Mega Drive collection.
Yeah.
Steam, $5. Nice. Yeah. I haven't fired up Steam in forever. And I'm getting that way with the Quest headset too. It's like we fire it up whenever there's a new walkabout course, and then I don't turn it on until the next walkabout course.
Yeah, it's like everything else. I have new games for it. New meaning I bought them a year or two ago and never tried. So, and there were things I think that I like bought for myself and gifted to you, saying we're going to play this together, and I never ever.
Yeah, yeah. What was that? What was that one you got for all of us, right? And me, you, and Mike, and
yeah, it was like, yeah. How you mentioned that it was.
Yeah,
I need to get on there one day.
I don't remember what it is now, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like even when you have a day when you don't really have anything going on, sometimes you just don't feel like, it's funny because when I was coming back from Phoenix on Thursday and I texted and said, yeah, we're about 100 miles out or whatever. And you were like, well, hurry up and get home and go live. I'm bored. And I thought about it when I got home. I was like, it's early enough. I could go live, because I hadn't done anything all week. And then I sat down and then it was over. It's like, no, I'm good. And then I was going to go live Friday night too. I said, well, I don't normally go live Friday night, but I thought, well, I'll go live because I hadn't been on all week. And same kind of deal. It just was like, well, just didn't feel it. What are we talking about? Oh, the Sega stuff. I wish Epic would offer that as a free game. Yeah. Yeah, Epic sometimes has some really good deals with free games. And then
I try to remember, like PlayStation Plus, they'll remind you at the end of the month, hey, these games that are free, well, not free, with your Plus membership are going to go away. So for a long time, I just said, add it to the library. That way it's there and it's still free for me if I decide to play it in the future. But I don't know, you probably got 1,000 games sitting in that library that I've never downloaded to the PS5.
Yeah. Yeah. I've just gotten really lazy about coming out here to play anything because now it's all I'm playing Atari or Intellivision 99% of the time. But yeah. Hey, Salvatore's here. Good evening, Salvatore. But I will be playing some more pinball soon.
Nice.
That is coming. That is coming. Not sure exactly when, but it's coming. and getting the Polo is always asking about the tournaments, but yeah, we will be getting some tournaments going again on Pinball FX, and we're just bummed about the whole people on the Switch can't play in an FX tournament. With I think Greg talked about that last week, and it's kind of a bummer that if you have it on the Switch, you can't play with the people on Steam and all those. But going back to FX3, it's time to move on to FX. Yeah. So I think that the upcoming tournaments are going to be all Pinball FX and Pinball M. And I'm not sure. Still got to talk with Greg. I'm not sure if we're going to do the big 10-week tournaments. I like doing those. I think they're fun. And but we might. Yeah. Add it to the library and move on. There you go.
Yeah. Right. You don't want to miss out. Fear of missing out, but then never touch the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Epic way back in the day when FX was first coming out because it was on Epic first.
Oh, yeah.
And then I transferred all the stuff to Steam, and because you could do it for free. And then I've never gone back to Epic. So, as a matter of fact, I just uninstalled Epic off my laptop because the laptop couldn't run half the stuff anyway. But so I still have it on this machine, but I don't ever use Epic. But I haven't been out here for such a long time. I haven't driven anything, haven't flown. I only come out here to talk with Poe. In the chat. I come out to talk to Poe in the chat. But I need to get back into doing some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of games sitting here that I don't remember what I did videos on, what I have. Like, I'm going to get this game, I'm going to do this video, I have this idea. Most of the Champ Game ones, because I had like a little series that I had planned how I was going to do it. I'm like, yeah, that would be pretty good and pretty funny. And then when I think about it, like, I have a little bit of time now. I'm like, that one's going to be a lot of work, though. Let me do this other video instead. So,
right. Yeah. No, Derek keeps forgetting about the PS Plus free games.
Yeah, and they'll send you reminders, and even if they send me a reminder while I'm at work, I'll see it. It's like, get your games, the end of the month's coming, and it's like, well, I'll do that, and then I'll forget. So
yeah. Polo says, Derek, where have you been? Derek's been a busy man. Stepped away for a little while, but he's back. He's even back enough that he played MASH. Unlike some other people we can mention, like everyone else in the chat, except for Derek, our one true friend.
You and I talked, and I just think that, number one, it's our first challenge that we really did. Well, you did a little one for Keystone Capers, right? Way back in December.
Yeah.
But that was kind of like an unofficial, but yeah, play this game.
Yeah.
And the way we're doing them now, like we used to do the 1 credit challenge, 1 life, but play it as many times as you want, put your best score up. But this time around, it's like, Bart and I are going to play this game 1 time, whether we've never played it before, played it a million times, or haven't played it for a while. 1 time, we'll turn it on, blow the dust off the thing, and play it, and that's it. So it's even more challenging that way. You're going to see a lot of suckier scores unless somebody played that game a lot.
Yeah.
But I think MASH probably wasn't the best because you could have several people get to the maximum score, the 999. So everybody's a winner except for anybody that didn't reach that number.
Yeah, so it's funny because it's only been the 3 of us, me, you, and Derek that played, and you're at 996. You came so close and didn't quite. So the 999 is still available.
Yeah, that's true.
And I went ahead and I did a spreadsheet because there was more than just me and you. So anyone that still wants to play, if you want to throw a MASH score on there, that's fine. I'll keep adding to the spreadsheet. It doesn't take me much time to do that. But yeah. So anyone can still play. Pinball and driving, I need to make sure I can park my truck better and get in this Discord video. That was hilarious. Hey, Mike, congratulations on double silver. Says Jeremiah Thomas. Hey, Jeremiah. Oh, man. I don't know what he's referring to there, the double silver, but I watched that dang Canada versus USA men's hockey for the playing for the gold. What a game that was! That was a crazy game. Anyone that didn't watch it,
I forgot.
Yeah, that was a great game.
So the women won the gold.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, women's team.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I watched the men play today. That was, it went to overtime. You know, what more could you ask for the gold medal? And I always think that's such a funny thing that happens, and I get it, but you know, they'll play the game for the bronze medal, and the winner there, you're ecstatic because you got bronze. The loser didn't get anything, so they're grumpy. But then you have the gold medal game, and the winner gets gold. The loser still gets silver. You're still better than everybody else, but they're so bummed because they lost.
All right.
And it's like the team that gets bronze ends feeling like they're ruler, king of the world, and the team that gets silver goes home feeling like they suck. You know, it's like, oh, such a bad thing. Yeah, but.
Do they have a women's winter volleyball where they wear the same outfits as they did before, but they're out in the snow?
They tried that, but their nipples kept popping the ball. Men's game was brutal. I tell you, I was saying I don't know if they award MVP in the Olympics and stuff like. For one, it cracks me up because you're talking Canada playing the United States. That seems to me it's probably a NHL All-Star game. They're just divided by different things. Instead of by divisions, they're divided by border. But that keeper for the U.S., they said Canada took more shots in that game than any other team in the whole Olympics, every game. And the second period, Canada took more shots on goal than any two periods combined for the U.S. If you took the second, third, that U.S. had 18 shots in the second and third period combined, and that Canada had 19 shots in the second period by itself. It was just amazing. And the keeper was just a wall.
Every time I've played it on NES ice hockey, U.S. always wins.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I play and I want U.S. to win, I have to be the other team.
No, I put two player and then I'm the only one that plays. So that way.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and then they had the closing ceremony. So the Winter Olympics are done, I guess. So
just like that.
Yeah. I watched a lot of curling. To where
that's a cool sport.
And I finally took the time to pay attention to what the rules are. I used to just watch it for waiting for the big one where they slide at 900 miles an hour and just shrapnel the other side. But I paid attention and learned the rules this time, and you got to watching what they're doing. You're like, oh, that's a really good shot right there.
Because somebody just mentioned that game in one of the Facebook groups. It might have been Intellivision, asking if there was an Intellivision curling game. And somebody else pointed out, no, but there's a homebrew for the 5200. I forgot all about that 5200 homebrew. Used to be on Atari Age. I remember looking at it and thinking about it, but I never did pick that one up. It would be cool. Somebody made one for the Sprint.
Yeah. The guy at the hotel yesterday, we were watching curling, and he said, you guys should set up a curling thing right here in the hallway of the hotel, because then you wouldn't have to sweep the floor because everyone would be sweeping for you. Yeah. Used to be an Odessa Jackalope just down the road from me. What's that? What are we even talking about? Yeah. I claim Bart and Poe for Demio D&D Battlegrounds on Steam.
Well, see,
does everyone have any pressure on them? What?
What, you eat a jackalope with pepper? Those things are rare, and you're just going to eat them with pepper? No, you got to put paprika and garlic on them.
DJC, Chuck is here.
Hey, DJC.
Now,
Kelly says she loves curling, so I think we need to get somebody out there to make an off-grid curling for the sprint. Have you and Kelly as the characters in it.
Right.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, Mike with the typo of the year. He did.
No.
He says it's hay, but the mantis. The mantis
that
is
might
here.
Be a new character on the DJC.
I'm waiting to find out what Art Bigfall's going to say about something's dumb. Whatever it is, something's dumb. Poe's out. Poe's like, fuck this. I'm leaving. The Intellivision Sprint came, or the Intellivision Mantis came looking for his sprint, so Poe just bailed. And he is out. He's not even, he didn't just go to the green room. He is, he's out. So you guys are stuck with me. I'll take a sip of my drink. Oh, wait, hold on. Just in, Poe has returned.
Yeah, I was still talking, and again, I was explaining to the group. I'm like, I think they either lost Bart or me. I'm not sure. I'm like, well, I still see the chat scrolling. Maybe we lost Bart. I don't know. And I was talking away, and then it said at the top of my screen, "Oops, you lost connection." That nabbit.
Yeah, you didn't miss a whole lot. Just the normal.
I was trying to tell Art to say something bad about your channel and not mine, and that's when everything froze up. So,
This is a weird podcast, and everything we're discussing is dumb. That sounds about right.
That's true.
That isn't even a slam. That's just a statement. That's just zim, zam, zoom.
But you see that intro the other day. I want to know what the deal is with MGG laying in bed and looking at a giant wiener in his room.
That's what I was thinking. There's a giant wiener. It seemed like he was dreaming about it. I'm not even sure. Dreaming about the wiener. But the wiener seemed to be interested in Michelle.
That was a hilarious intro.
Yeah. I was thinking all the way up till the part where the wiener seemed interested in Michelle. I was thinking, well, at least there's no butt pirates in this one, like that other one that Casey was in. But then if he's liking Michelle too much, he might be a butt pirate.
I would have to rate those with guest appearances. I would say the DJC one, number one, then Old Poe, and then the Casey one. Casey was just a little too much into it. So,
oh, yeah. Find this homebrew very uplifting. Which homebrew? I would like to see a homebrew of someone playing curling, because then Kelly would be picking that every week for 2-Player Tuesday. Oh, there is that free, and who did I see that on? Someone talked about it, and I went and got it. Now I can't remember to give that person credit, but it's the cross country skiing thing when then you stop and do the shooting.
Oh yeah.
Biathlon, is that what they call it? And the Lord dictates that the only butt pirate is Casey. I got that. It's pretty interesting little game. It's kind of like you're playing track and field where you got to hit both sides of the discs to do your skiing. And then it's a pretty neat mechanic with the shooting, because the aiming reticle just goes over the targets and you shoot at the right time, but you also have to like cock the gun by pushing down then up.
Oh, okay.
And then you can shoot.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, biathlon shooting. And I don't know, did I see that on your thing, Chuck? I don't remember where I saw it, but you got to flick that disc. Yeah, that's what Kelly says all the time. Wait, Kelly put the curling things up there. The stones. Yeah, I was trying. I'm hitting that, trying to get going faster and faster, but it's on console, not curling. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember who I saw that biathlon shooting, but it's free, and it's on itch.io, I think. And I just went and did a search for it, the biathlon on itch, and it came right up. There were 3 or 4, or there were several, but I think I did biathlon Intellivision or something like that, and it came right up. And then, yeah. I did the alphabet and it went really fast. I've heard that. I've heard that technique. Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
But I tried to sing my ABCs at the same time, and that part wasn't enjoyed at all. Oh, I gotta catch my breath.
Well, since we talked about some Intellivision, we want to talk about the challenge, or do we want to save that for the third hour?
Third hour.
Oh, Megan likes my shirt. Thanks. Don't mind. I don't know. See, I always point out stuff that I say I make a mistake in. So I ate pizza and a piece of sausage fell and it made a little spot. I can't see it because I'm behind the thing. Millennium Falcon. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. This is one of those shirts with the Smart Donkey or whatever shirt that was that I wore that first day. And then there's an AC/DC shirt, this one, and what was the other one? There were 4 of them. But they got them from, you got to do that from the back. But yeah, but we did do another challenge because the MASH went over so well. And again,
yeah, I think we might do this for a month this time, right? Is that what we're doing?
I guess we'll see how it goes.
We could always do a poll on the Discord and say, hey, how long do you want these challenges to go for? Are you even going to play? What systems can you play? So,
right.
Do it that way.
Yeah. I had sausage in my mouth and it made a mess. Yeah. Because I was trying to hum the alphabet. It just went off. Yeah. Because we did the MASH just last week, right? So
yeah.
It sat there a week. But again, if you want to play MASH, feel free to post it on there, and I'll keep adding to that.
MASH could be one that just we'll run it for infinity.
Yeah,
the MASH will always be there.
But
in reruns.
This one is not MASH, and yeah, we'll see how long we want to run it. I don't know. A week means we have to do a lot of them. A month maybe.
Yeah.
Would be too long. I don't know. Maybe we'll do 2 weeks. Do 2 a month, something like that.
I mean, right now it's systems that 2600, Intellivision, maybe 7800.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So that
we can also open it up to arcade.
Yeah, I'll do it on the Discord. Meaning, I'll text Derek and say, "Hey, can you put a poll on the Discord?" And see if we can do one that's all, what apply, choose everything that works. If you can play on the 2600 and the 7800, mark both of those. If you have the Sprint or an Intellivision, you can play on that too, whatever. And let us know what systems. All right, Joker. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. But we'll put a poll up there and we'll see what people can play and what they would most like to see challenges. And and we'll throw up just these little for fun. They're just for fun bragging rights. So, and right now on MASH, Poe is at the top. So he's hoping that no one plays because he's at the top.
Play again.
Yeah, and he's at that squeak level. That would be skill. Now, if you can beat Poe without getting the 999 by beating the game, and that's skill, because you only got 997 or 998. It's all you can get. But when we did do another challenge for this week, different game, different system, even. So, should we go ahead and show that video?
It's a favorite. So
it's much more popular. So let's go ahead and play the video. It's like 8 minutes long. So if you want to go get a sandwich or something and don't want to watch our video, we won't know. So all right, here we go. This week's challenge for a week, a month, 2 weeks, something.
Yeah, something like that.
Ready to lose Offgrid? Not a chance, Poe. Flying is kind of my thing.
Target locked, engaging. Deploy through the canyon.
All right. So let's go for the challenge this week. I picked River Raid for the Intellivision, or your Sprint, or emulation, however you can play the Intellivision port of this game. I grew up with the 2600 version of it, and I've played it a lot more through the years. This one, I haven't played in quite a while, this version. I did when I first got my first Intellivision, I don't know, 11 years ago, and I was collecting all kinds of games, so let's give it a go. Let's do this for the Intellivision. Early on, I screwed up my fuel on purpose, so I need it. Just for the points. You don't have to. Why not? They're pretty generous with it early on. Later, I'll be shooting it by accident a whole heck of a lot. Let's get some fuel now. Slow her down. Oops. I was gonna get a little more since I didn't totally fill up. There's some more. Slow down. Missed him. Let's get some fuel. Careful. Those tight areas. Some fuel. Some fuel. Oh, that was close. And that was right on. No! I wasn't sure if he was going to move or not. Oh, I'll lose all my lives right here. Last one. That was it. 78.50. 78.50. Yeah. Maybe not too shabby for not have played in years, but that's it. You get a one try, you throw it in and play it, and that's it. That's the way the rules go. Now, can we make sure people are doing it that way? Not at all. Not at all. All right. Let's see what Offgrid gets. Probably better than my 78.50, I would think. But maybe not. I might be lucky.
All right, here we go for my part of this challenge. As you know, we're playing River Raid on the Intellivision. Not much to the controls. Fire. Pause. I don't need pause. I don't know what that... I can't read. I need a better overlay for that. I don't know what would be on the 3 button up there. Hopefully it's not anything important. All right, here we go. I am playing level 1. Hopefully I'm not blocking. I set this up differently. I think we're okay. I'm not blocking the screen, but let's go. Playing number 1. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. It's almost like I designed it that way. I haven't played this in years. Long time. I don't think I owned it. But I think I played it. I know I played it. I just don't remember where all I played it. So, all right, here we go. Oh, there's a fuel. Let's not shoot that. Do. And I hang out here at the slow mode because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Because I think I can push forward. Oh, I shot that. I think I can push forward to go faster. Oh, I didn't need that fuel anyway. Now, let's see. Ooh. I didn't need that fuel either, apparently. Now, Poe played this, as we've already seen, and I don't know what his score is. So, oh, I missed that. Oh, no. Saw that coming. Whoa, this is a crapola game. I hit that same exact helicopter. I got the bastard that time. Oh, come on, you stupid little helicopter. Helicopters will be the end of me. Well, get away from those guys. There I used the speed. You can tell by my body English. Oh. Whoa, I went right around him. Oh, come on. Oh! I was trying to time it so I could fire. Well, there we go. 4,370. I made it to bridge 4, I guess. I know when you push the different levels, you can start at further bridges. So... I can't believe that Poe didn't beat that. You guys will already know, even though I don't. So here we go. Back to the show. Man, that sucked.
We'll be back in a second here. There we are.
That was exactly the message you sent last night after you played. Sucked balls at it.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. That was pretty
But
brutal.
yeah, the idea of it is, like I said before, you're going to play one time. That's it. It's not a one credit play as many times as you want anymore. We could switch it back to that if nobody likes this. I mean, because if we're setting it up for a month and you're going to play, you got one shot at it according to the new rules. So
Right.
You're just going to sit back for the rest of the month and wait.
And like you said, we could always open it up. It would be interesting. I guess I could go crazy with the spreadsheet and have two different listings of your first shot and then your overall best or something like that if you wanted to play more. Or people could just play with, like you said, we have no way of verifying it. Derek will probably play 100 times and then post it and say, that was my first time. But for our little thing, me versus you, we're just having fun with the fact that neither one of us knows what's going to happen till we put the video together. And I don't watch Poe's video. He sends it to me and I just put the two together and try my I got to figure out the microphone in there because it's really bad. So I gotta set up my microphone. So I spend more time. I do go back to somewhere in your gameplay just to listen to the volume level and try to get mine at least close. So they're not, but that's the only thing. I'll grab the beginning of your gameplay so you always have barely any score.
I went from doing that to making my Unicart Plus video right after I did that challenge, and it's like it was at the perfect level, I thought, for the sprint. And then whenever I start shooting the video for games on the Unicart, the 2600 Plus, it just like blasted my eardrums out after that. So I got to reset.
Yeah, I saw Mike had posted this, which I thought was fair. Oh, well, I knew when I saw your score playing here, I was like, oh yeah, Poe almost doubled me. And he says, I'm going to say Poe. It's like, I thought that was just a generic, but taking bets.
Well, and then you didn't shoot the fuel. So that's what I was saying in my video. If you don't need it, shoot it. That's some extra points for you right there.
Yeah. When you said what I was watching, it's like, it had been so long since I played. And I'm not even sure I played the Intellivision version because I didn't have it. I know I didn't buy it. And I didn't have any friends that had an Intellivision. They'd come over to my house to play Intellivision. So I don't know if I played an Atari Vision, an Atari version of it or what I had played. But I do know I had played some old console version. So, but even that, 35 years ago, whatever, 40 years ago was the last time I played the thing. So I wasn't even sure. I was almost positive that you could push forward and go faster. But I didn't have the balls to do that because I'm like, I'm just trying to get through this thing unless I needed to. And then when I was watching yours, it was like a tutorial a little bit. And you're like, yeah, I'm just shooting these fuels in the beginning. I'm like, yeah, that's true because I kept getting the fuels, but I was almost full already. So it was like, oh, there's a lot of points I just left on the table, but I needed a lot more. I only made it to, how far did you make it? 6 bridges?
I think it was 6.
Yeah, and then I saw that I didn't want to get there because that narrow. I'd have lost all my guys where you did too. Yeah, as opposed to the end of Derek's gameplay where he has barely any score. That's right. But that is a fun game. That was a good choice. So, like Poe said, any way you can play it on the Intellivision, whether it's an actual console or emulation on the Sprint, whatever you got, go ahead and post your picture or whatever, letting us know, or shoot a video like Derek did. That was awesome too. Derek played MASH and he even shot a video. It wasn't just a picture. So that's always fun if you can put a video up playing the game, and just send us a link. So, but I imagine right now Poe's on top. I'm in second, and I'm thinking there's a good chance that by the end of this thing, if a bunch of people play, you might be in second to last, and I'm in last, unless Derek plays. But yeah, and it's up to you guys, I guess. I guess if you play it once and you want to post that, just let us know that that's what you did. If you just said, well, I played a few times and this was my best game, that's fine, whatever. It's not like there's any money in on it, but I just think it's fun to do especially if it's something you hadn't played in a long time.
Yeah, or never played before. Yeah,
right. And that's I've been doing that a lot with that challenge that's Casey always gets us into on the Intellivision Invasion channel on Facebook. Some of those, I just play it once and I'm done. I played Frogger was this week's, and I played it before I went to Phoenix, and I thought I had a horrible score, but I took a picture of it just in case I wasn't able to get back to it. And then when we got back, matter of fact, last night, it was after I played my horrendous river raid. I said, "Well, I'll redeem myself by playing Frogger," and I rage quit after I was playing so horrible. I'm like, I'm posting my other score.
I saw they set up trucking for the new channel. That's a rough one there.
Yeah. Yeah. Barton Poe will be sending 10K to the winners of all challenges. Yeah. Yeah. Just wait by your mailbox. It'll show. I'm sure it'll be there. 10K. Yeah. No, I mean, Greg used to do those trophies and stuff, and $25 gift card. And for the people that won those 10 week tournaments, and he like two in a row when he mailed out the trophy to the person. He paid for that out of his pocket. Right. He didn't even send a thanks or not even a, hey, I got it.
Right.
A fuck you, a kiss my ass, nothing. Just, he's like, for all I know, they didn't even get them. So.
Yeah, it was just a totally different atmosphere, right? Like when Bliss was doing his ninja thing, he would send people out, what was it, stickers or whatever it was that he made for it and everything. And everybody there seemed appreciative of it, where it was just the opposite for Greg.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of why he's leaning away from doing the 10-week thing. I told him, you don't have to give the trophy. People can deal without a trophy. I moved my camera while our video was playing. I don't know if you noticed that. Now I'm looking up more. Let's see. Want to go back to Gala and Bliss videos for homebrew that I haven't played yet and do that too? Yeah. For the Frogger challenge, I had to do a one and done. I was in the lead for a while, but Stefano came back and beat me. Yeah, you had a great score. My score, spoiler alert, my score is about 1/8 of your score. It's funny. The reason I thought I could beat my score when I played it the one and done is because on probably the third, I completed the first one and completed the second one. And then I lost like 3 guys, just stupid stuff, right in a row, back to back, dead. And then I recovered and went a little ways on my remaining guy or something like that, whatever, however many guys I had. And so I thought, okay, if I just avoid that die thing, and so I played again. And my first guy, I think I got 2 frogs up into the top, and then I died, and I'm like, fuck it. I've already lost 3 guys, and I only have 2 up in the top on the first stage. I'm done. So I didn't want to get totally. I was already just recovering from my river raid experience, so I was like, no, I don't want to do it again. But yeah, so that is funny, Mike. I know that's. I laugh anyway. I don't care. I play like shit on a lot of these games, and I just laugh about it. Yeah. And I was so bummed, and Poe knows this. We went to a auto museum while I was in Phoenix. I went to this auto museum with my mom, and they had this little arcade in there. They had 4 pinball tables, and they had a Galaga machine. They had a Donkey Kong machine, and they had, I can't remember what the other, I think they had a Pac-Man. But I just went up, and I'm like, it's arcade games, and I saw the quarter slots, but they didn't have a quarter machine. So I tapped the jump button or the player 1 button. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool if I hit the player 1 and then it started a game. I'm like, oh shit, these are set to free play. And then I said, I wonder if the pinball are too. So Kelly went over and played a game of pinball, Star Wars pinball. And knowing had any high scores on the machine. It was just the default stuff or something. I don't know. But the high score was 80,000 something, 84,000 on Donkey Kong. And I'm like, oh, dude, I got this. And I choked. I only got like 60,000 points on my game. It got me second place, but I was so disappointed. I'm like, dude, I'm going to be the only one up there, but I'll put my OGA at the top. No, I fucked it up. But it was free. And then we figured we better go look at the cars because that's my mom paid for us to go see these cars. But they did have some really neat cars though. But yeah, surprise, a little freecade in there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And it wasn't, I think it was $12 or $15 to get into the car museum. So it wasn't a ridiculous price. So it's more than I would pay just to go to the arcade when they only have like 4 pinball tables and 4 arcade games. But it was a neat little surprise. But anywho, that was fun. So what else we got going on?
I haven't seen much. Seems like a few people out there are playing the new Jaws game that came out. It's the NES Jaws from back in the day, but they have both that version and a newer version all on the same game. Well, if you were going to get it physically, you had to order it, I think, by last month from Limited Run Games, but you can download it on PS5 and Switch. So I saw a few people playing that. I'm very interested. I actually, when they announced it, I thought about getting the actual physical one, and then I forgot, and it was too late by that time. But I think at some point I might download that on the PS5.
I think did Megan say something about that the other day in someone's stream? Or was it, I don't know, was it last week? Did she say something in our stream? I remember Megan said something about a new Jaws. I didn't even know what she was talking about. But so it's a game. I was like,
yeah, and what's neat is they took the original game, they put the original game on there, but then they made a new enhanced version where they added more to it. So I watched John Riggs play it today on video. So I'm like, yeah, that reminded me that it came out. I forgot to grab that at some point.
Nice. And speaking of Megan, I watched her video earlier today when she played Alien. Did we do a challenge on that one last year?
A while back, yeah.
Or the year, yeah. It was on the show, right? When we were with Mike and Greg. And I think I put in the chat that we had done a challenge on that. But it was funny because someone else had left a comment under her video, and I read that comment. And then when I left my comment, I was still underneath that comment. So then I went back and I'm like, where's my comment? It's gone. And then I clicked on that other dude's comment and I'm like, oh shit, I put that in the wrong place. But, oh yeah, was that in your stream? Yeah. And I wasn't sure. Yeah. Mike's, I'm like, not even saying who. Yeah. She was talking about it in your stream. Yeah. I wasn't sure what she was talking about. I didn't even know. I'm so far out of news and stuff. You know, we always talk about trying to figure out if there's any news to go over before our show, and then every week we're like, yeah, I forgot to look. Mixed feelings about that game, she says.
Yeah, well, last year was Jaws' 50th anniversary of the original movie, and I was going to do a whole thing for that. I actually bought, NECA made the new Jaws game. Remember the old Jaws game that came out back in the 70s or early 80s, where you had the shark, the plastic shark with the rubber band for his jaw, and you put all the junk on there, and then you tried to pull a piece off.
Right.
My sister had that when we were growing up. So they had the new one, and it's just like, it looks like Jaws, you know, it's awesome, but it's the same type of game. And they even made the box look like the original Ideal game box and everything. So I did buy that, and then I found a copy of the old Jaws because my sisters went missing. I bought both of those. I was going to do a whole video of me showing those side by side for the 50th anniversary last summer. They're both still sitting right over here. I never got to that video. So
oh, no.
Maybe I'll make that video along with the new Jaws Enhanced for the PS5 Switch.
Nice. Mike said he likes Alien on the 2600.
Fun game. Actually,
Yeah, it is.
I played that on the Uno Kart Plus.
Yeah,
Last night.
I saw that when I watched your video. Then I saw you played that. That was funny. Let's see. Chuck's getting in on the. Everyone's mom is over here playing games right now, so they're spending the night.
Oh yeah.
See,
Playing
I showed
strip
up.
jaws over there.
I showed up at my mom's house on Monday during Casey's show while he was live. So I decided to beat everyone to the punch. So I threw a mom joke at myself, kind of by saying, I just got to my mom's house and I was relieved to see that you, Phil, or Mike's cars were not in my mom's driveway. But
yeah, what Mike said, just get to the top. And if you don't move quick enough, you automatically die anyway. So you just got to go for it. There is a timing, of course, thing to that part of the game. But
I was going to make a comment on Megan's video, but I didn't want to seem too harsh. But because I think it was the third time when she got to that little Frogger thing, and it looked like she was just waiting, and then she just died. And I was going to leave a comment like, I like how the third time you were just like, fuck it. Just, I'm not even doing it. Just get me to the next screen. But
yeah, I need to check that video. I didn't see that she posted that. That's pretty cool, though. That's really cool that she made a video on that. I got to check that out.
Yeah.
I watched her Cosmic Arc one the other day. And the other game she was playing Team Deathmatch in and all that stuff. Man, I used to love playing Team Deathmatch in different games.
And she had two videos that I watched today. That Alien, and she did one of those shooter run around mobile game things. And I said in her comments, I'm really good at catching bullets with my face in games like that. Tofu's here. Good to see you, Tofu. Yeah.
Tofu.
My ex was English. She called the trunk a boot. Yeah. Yeah. So check out Megan's channel. She did some Atari 2600 Alien. And
I got to go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
That's a fun game. She
did much better in the Pac-Man portion than she did in the Frogger portion. But that's to be expected. I don't think I ever made it to the top of that thing in our challenge. But that's not a surprise that I failed. Because I'm sure that time that we played it for the challenge, I probably never had played it before. And I'm like, I still record my very first time. I don't care if I've never even seen the game before.
Megan, there is a ROM hack of that game. I played it. I think I did a separate Alien video, didn't I? Yeah, at one point. And showed that ROM hack also for Alien for the 2600 a while back. I don't remember when I did that one. Been doing this channel for 56 years and have 2 subs. So
Megan said, you saw the Urban Heat video and I saw the Delta Force video. Yeah. I mean, it's been almost 3 hours since I watched those. I can't remember titles. I don't remember. I don't remember what we played in our challenge, and we just watched that video. You're a Canadian who says a boot a lot. Yeah, but it's always when he's saying, "I don't say a boot." It's Fargo that says a boot. That's the most Mike ever says a boot. That dude playing the other dude. Tropic Thunder, yeah. Never said a boot in place about in my life except to inform misled Americans. Yes, that's what I was just saying. I was defending. I had your back, Mike. I had your back. It's funny because Casey's always bringing that up. Hey, there's Operation Shutdown.
See, Operation Shutdown remembers.
He remembers that hack video from 56 years ago.
That bitch remembers.
Poe was -4, and he made a video. Oh, I'll be 57 next month. I'm almost catching up to to Greg and Phil. Pretty soon, I will be an official old fart instead of an almost old fart. I made the mistake of joking around, making a joke about me being old when I was talking to my mom. And she's like, that's not, you don't need to be joking about being old when you're sitting with an 84-year-old woman. I'm like, oh, sorry. 82. I just rounded up too much. She's 82, not 84.
Well, you're the same age as my oldest brother. Only a month difference. So, and April's his birthday. So,
yeah,
and he's 4 years older than me. My other brother's 2 years older. My sister's 6 years older. So she's the old lady. She'll be 59. 59.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm just waiting another 3 years because Kelly's birthday was in January. So in 3 years, she'll turn 60 and I'll still be in my 50s for 2 months. Because I go for the older ladies. She's way older than I am. But yeah, so get in on it. Play some Intellivision River Raid.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it.
We're gonna go as long as people keep playing it. So it might be over tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we'll go. I don't think we'll go weekly. Wow, finally someone that's older than me. Megan, Phil's got socks older than you. G. Parker, we don't even want to talk about him. He'll be 70. Greg will be 70 this year. So, but I forget what I was going to say because I got distracted by the older joke. Speaking of old people.
It's funny, Phil, there's been hardly any your mom talk without you here. A little bit peppered in here and there, but not nearly as much.
Right. That's true. That is true. Always good to see Phil in here, though. Let's see. Mike did want to say how funny your intro with GJC was. Hopefully there will be follow-ups. Yes. Yeah, Mike says, I say the same about my wife. She's old for 3 months till my birthday, then she's young again. Yeah. Everyone's saying hey to Phil. Tofu's 58 in July. Nice. So not much older. It's funny. There was a girl I worked with. She's 5 years younger than I am. And when I was first started working there, I want to say I was right around 40, I guess, at the time. So she's 35. And I made the comment. I said, yeah, people our age compared, because we worked at a grocery store. So you hire high school kids, right, to run the register and bag stuff and all that. So I was referring to people our age, 30s, early 40s. She's like, I'm younger than you. It's not our age. And then 10 years later, she started to realize, she's like, it's not that big of a difference to 5 years anymore. I'm like, yeah, 5 years is huge when you're a senior in high school and the other person's still in junior high. But when you're talking 50 and 55, you're pretty much the same age. It's
right.
Oh, no.
Mark fell over.
There went my camera.
That reminded me of the beginning. Remember the opening sequence of Elf when he's messing with the VHS camera?
Yeah. Remember that one time when I moved my camera like this and it turned off? Now I just tip it over and it almost falls off the desk. And that makes me nervous. This is that camera Shelby got me a couple years, $600 camera. I shouldn't be kicking it off the counter.
Yeah, Phil, I see what you're saying. That last year I was at work and my wife was messaging me and calling me on the way home. And she said, the furnace isn't working. She could hear the blower and stuff once in a while, but The house was just getting cold. It was like the coldest day of the year too. Colder and colder. I said, I'm on the road. Call the furnace people downtown. See what they say. So they sent a guy out, and he's like, "Yeah, whole new furnace. We'll have to do that in a couple days. We're booked up, but you need a whole new furnace." I got home and I'm like, well, bull crap. We called another guy that's a couple towns away, and he came in, and it was that little drain was just plugged. That's all it was. And he cleared that little clog, and next thing you know, everything's been working fine since. So you got to watch these people.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to keep from buying. I had the reverse in Arkansas, and I had the central air unit went out in the middle of summer, and hot and humid. So I just, as a stopgap, I ran to Home Depot and I bought some window units, and I never replaced that central air because my electric bill went down because we were only cooling the areas of the house we were using. I put a window unit in each of the bedrooms, and then one in the kitchen dining area. And it would cool the bedroom really quick. So you didn't really have to have it on all day. We'd eat dinner and then go into the bedroom. I'd turn the one off in the kitchen because we'd hang out in the bedroom, watch TV, and our living room was just a wide spot in the hallway. We would never sit in the living room. We just sit in the bedroom and watch TV, and that's where my computer was and all that stuff. So, and my electric bill dropped significantly by getting away from that central air unit. But it was in the middle of summer of course, because you're not running it in the wintertime, so it's not going to break then. But Bliss's superior intelligence and skills saved the day. And Mike, speaking from experience, 5 years is huge if Chris Hansen is waiting to talk to you. Yeah. Oh, that's funny stuff. Yeah, it sucks though, Phil. Hopefully your furnace holds off for as long as you need it to. But it sucks. Home ownership is expensive. Things are always breaking.
Oh yeah.
There's always something. But I don't know. So try doing it off grid, because then when things muck up at our house, it's my fault. It's not, I can't blame the power company when I lose power. It's on me. But
there's always something. I think it was 2 years ago, put a roof on the place. Then the guy's telling us last year we need a furnace, which we didn't. But it's a chance we could have listened to the guy. And
yeah.
But okay, just get the furnace in here.
Yeah. I tend to keep spares of most of the big stuff. So like if my water pump goes out, I have the spare, throw in the spare and order a new one right away. So the new one's sitting, because we use it's an RV pump is what I use for the house. So it's always the little pressure switch that'll go out. So you can replace the pressure switch in that, but it's not much more money just to buy a whole new pump.
Right.
And I don't have to take it apart and all that. I can just pop the new one right in there. And do I have a bicycle as a backup power supply? No, I do not.
Like Gilligan's Island, right?
Like Gilligan's Island. Yeah. No, we have a generator though. But luckily, since last year when I got all those extra panels, I only have to run it every once in a while. So we're doing good with solar power. So
yeah, exactly that, Phil. I see what Phil's saying there. And that same guy that fixed our furnace when he came said the same thing. I see you got the Super Duty filters in there. You don't need those things. He said those are a waste of money and end up restricting airflow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you never know. You think you're doing better, and you're making things worse. Yeah. But yeah, it seems like about every 2 years or so, I do have to replace that water pump. But they work pretty good though. 12 volts, just turn on this spigot and it turns on the pump, so you can hear it run out there. That's all right. And Poe's out. He's had enough. Now, right now, he's thinking that I'm frozen. Yeah, nothing says civilization more than when you have to fry an egg using a bicycle powered hair dryer. Nice. Those 60-degree days were nice here, Phil, but I saw it was dropping snow today. Hope you're staying warm. Yeah. Yeah, Poe's back in the deep freeze up there, too. Marvels of modern engineering. Yeah. I used to research a lot of that stuff when we were getting ready to go off grid. Poe went off the grid. Ways to cook stuff, and I built little rocket stoves and stuff like that for when we go camping and all that stuff. But yeah, Furnace computer has a light that flashes a code, said airflow problem. Yeah. Now we use one of those diesel heaters, those Chinese diesel heaters. That's what we use at the house. And then once the sun comes up, if my batteries are in good shape, once the sun comes up, then I run electric heat because then it's free. But Morse code. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I have a visitor.
Woohoo! It happened again.
Welcome back.
Hanging out was only off grid.
Yeah, we had a big conversation while you were gone. Shutdown said you went off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I do everything out here off of my phone, off of AT&T, the lovely, and it seems like lately, yeah, but getting kicked off. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got a whole new camera system here for our security, because I was using those Wise cams, because I got one.
Oh, yeah.
I got one at the computer store that was on discount for like $12. That was the first camera I got, and then we had 4 of them around the house, and 2 of them stopped working. So, and then I watched one of the guys I watched that does smart home stuff. He said, "Hey, here's this other brand of camera. They got this hub, so you can record all this. You can add a hard drive, so you can record all this stuff." And so I switched over, and that dang Wisecam thing to save all your videos and stuff, it's $100 a year subscription.
Oh, yeah.
So I spent about $200. Well, now we're close to $300 with all the cameras I have. But in 3 years, without having to have a subscription, because I can record everything local, it pays for it. So I went ahead and I did that. And these cameras I got, they work well. They work better than the Wisecams I had, but they're not high end. I didn't get high end cameras. And because the hub, you can use the hub. It's AI on there for like pet detection and people and all that stuff. The camera itself only has motion or people. And I put one of these cameras on Shelby's house, so it's facing down the driveway. So if anyone pulls on our driveway, we'll know right away. And so I had to hook to her extension on the Wi-Fi, because I got that Cat 6 cable that runs from our house. I got a 300-foot Cat 6 cable that runs from our house to Shelby's house, so she has internet. And I had to hook it to the repeater because it's 300 feet away. But because it's not connected directly to the hub, it's not picking up vehicles. So I'm like, well, so I got a camera pointing down the driveway that won't pick up cars.
No.
So, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, we could see it if if there's a noise or where we can monitor it. I could set the motion to detect any motion, then it would record. But I don't know if you can hear the knocking. We're back to the windy season. So I have it facing down the driveway, but the bushes blow and it's recording all the time.
Right. Yeah, we have the Ring doorbell camera on the front, and that's all it does all the time is pick up whatever seasonal flag she has hanging off of the porch. It's like there's movement. It's always the flag. I have an old Swan system I bought at Sam's Club years ago, and that was a pain in the butt because I had to run all those wires myself. A lot of 8 cameras on that thing. But as time goes by, like the night vision stopped working, or the cameras would stop altogether. It had a DVR base on it. You log in so you could pull your video if you needed to for anything. And so slowly, I mean, I bought a couple. Ring had a big sale on their floodlights. And this is probably 3 years ago. I bought them for out here on my garage, but my Wi-Fi doesn't reach out here. So I was always telling you guys, I'm going to run that cable out here and have the hub and everything. That way I can run those, and maybe I could use a laptop out here for the show. I still never ran that cable out across here.
Yeah. Well, you need to go into the concrete, right? Is it
Yeah.
the biggest problem? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had tried running because I have Cat 6 coming out here to this, and I tried running that overhead and just, I put hooks up on the house and strung it over here, but it gets so windy here. It actually, my signal would be all messed up. I look out there and that wire was just whipping from the wind. It's like I would have had to put posts every 1.5 feet. Hey, Game Freak's here.
Hey, Game Freak.
But yeah, but I got that 300 footer, and I thought her internet would suck, but she gets really good service out there. She can stream all her, Netflix and all that stuff. Streams just fine.
Glad Game Freak's here. I tried that last night. I finally had time again. I'm like, I'm going to be able to watch Game Freak live because I always miss him live. And then I saw his announcement that he wasn't going to be live last night. So it seems like that's what always happens.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let me get caught up here. Megan said we should have had that thumbnail where Poe was already falling off. Mike's teasing Bliss about Morse code. Yep. Let's see. Derek wants to see the thumbnail with you falling off, I guess. Saw a bunch of wrecks. People can't drive. Yeah. Must be because I think Megan said something about getting snow in their area. People that don't know, Megan and Phil live in the same vicinity, so that's cool.
Cincinnati, WKRP.
Yeah. Yeah, look up settings to paint the spots you don't want to trigger motion. I had to do that with Wise too. Yeah, I could do that. I suppose I could tell it to not get the bushes and only get the driveway. That's a good idea. But yeah, and then Game Freak. So, here he says capture card issues. As soon as he gets his new one, he will go live again.
Nice.
Good deal. But yeah. So what else is going on?
Oh gosh. Probably nothing.
Probably
still have
nothing.
those videos I want to make. Actually, I'm down to them now. The champ game was. I don't have anything else, I think, here to. Well, Intellivision comes tomorrow. I could do a video on that on the sprint. But about 5 years ago, I did do a video on it, which was really cool because the guys that actually made the game commented on my video back then, like Carlos Madruga and the guys.
Oh, nice.
Back then.
Yeah. I ordered one of those myself now, but as you know, I ordered one, and eBay and all its brilliance. I know Mike's Gaming Gala there. Mike, he's not a big fan of the eBay, but I went. The last thing I did before I placed the order on that thing was verify my. I actually hadn't ordered anything on eBay since we've been to Texas, which is going on 5 years now. So, is it just, or it's over 5 years now? So I still had the Colorado address in there. So I specifically changed the address to here, and Poe's very much aware, and probably some of the people that are watching, our town doesn't have home delivery. So I have to have a different address I have to have the post office box if it's going regular mail, and I have to have a street address if it's going UPS or FedEx or one of those. And so I always have both of them in our address field. But for whatever reason, eBay decided to not put the post office box part on my address when I ordered that from Rev on his eBay site. And I'm trying to get it straightened out with him to make sure that it gets put on there, because he does tend to send those things on UPS or Postal Service, USPS, which this post office here, they will just return it if it doesn't have a post office box on there. So I got to find out if he put it on there and if he got it fixed. Because I did send him a message with my correct address with both the post office box on it. Hopefully he does. If not, I do have a friend who used to work with me who works at the post office, and I'll have to talk to her and say, hey, can you keep an eye out? And if that thing comes, just grab it for me. She's usually pretty good about that. Derek, check Discord. Mike hasn't bought from eBay for 5+ years. Game Freak's never ordered from him. And
yes, dangerous. Yeah. Yes, Mike, especially if you've had like about 5, 6, 17 beers one Saturday night, and you're like, oh, I want to see what this game is. And the next thing you know, you're ordering bullshit that you never needed. Then you forgot you ordered it. I've never done that.
I sold a computer on eBay years and years. I was still in Arizona at the time, so that was a long time ago, because we've been here over 5 years. I was in Colorado for 4 years. I was in Arkansas for 12 years. So it's been a long time. And I put this thing up for, I think I started the bidding at $1,000 for the computer, and nobody bid at all. So I discovered to put the reserve price at $1,000, but start the bidding at $100, and I sold it for $1,200.
There you go.
Because once people started bidding, it just went. But
I don't even do the battling bids anymore. If I see something and I know that it's a decent price and they have a buy it now, that's how I do it.
Buy it now. Yeah. Yeah. Those
too many times you get sniped, right? I'm at work. There's a great deal on something. Nobody bid all week except for me. Then it's like the last second somebody went in there and kicked it up, and you get home and you look and damn it, missed it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that seems like it happens a lot on eBay. If you're in the bidding side of it, you know, there's really no point bidding until the last 5 minutes, because people are just waiting for that. And they're just.
Is it the person that's selling it or a friend of theirs bumping the price up? You don't know, what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't buy.
I've never had a problem with not getting something without getting a refund. At least they're good about that.
Right.
And there was a woman that I went to buy something from, and then she kept having this excuse. Oh, I've been sick. I've been in the hospital. No, I've been out of town visiting family. I'm like, all right, enough bullshit. I'm reporting this. And they got me my money right back.
Yeah. Yeah. eBay, generally, from what I've heard, they're pretty good about that, helping you with the warranty stuff. But I don't know. I've never had any problem, but I've only probably a half a dozen things in my life I've bought off of eBay. So it's not like I And like I said, since we've been here, it still had the Colorado address. So I must have bought something while I was in Colorado off of eBay. But I know a lot of people sell their games and consoles for asinine prices. That's true. Make sure you hit like on both Poes and my channel. Yes, please. Yeah, Kelly. I can't even get Kelly to click like on my videos. She'll go to yours and click like, and then she'll click the thumbs down on mine. Everybody gets double likes and double watch time when I watch your streams, except for Mike on Saturdays, because Mike goes on Saturday afternoon when I'm at work. But everybody else, while they're live streaming on these evening shows, I watch it on the TV on my account and click like. But I also watch on the phone on the Offgrid arcade account so that I can comment, and I'll click like there. So everyone gets 2 likes and double the watch time from me.
Saturday, if I'm off, that's my day I say sleep in. We don't go to bed till 4 or 5. So then I'm sleeping, then I get up, take care of the animals and everything. It's not a farm here. It's the dog and the cats. Get my coffee and everything, and then it's like, oh, half an hour, Mike's going to be on. I used to do a stream. Well, not really. It wasn't scheduled, but when I would stream, a lot of times it was Saturday afternoon. So if I ever have time to just jump on again, we talked about, I think it's going to have to be Sunday afternoons. I don't think anybody's on then. Of course, there's also nobody watching, so
right.
I might do that.
Now, Game Freak has a question for you, Poe. Is ordering from eBay safer than ordering from Atari? Sorry, that wasn't meant to sting.
You'll probably, well, you know what? I always get everything from eBay that I ordered, unless it was like that woman in that situation. Atari, I got almost everything that I ordered, maybe 50 years down the line. The only thing that they lost was that VCS thumb drive they were supposed to send me. They had one left in stock, and I bought it, and then it disappeared in the desert somewhere. I think it was Arizona. Was it? I think the tracking just showed it out in the, maybe it was New Mexico. Maybe Walter White buried it with his money or something. I don't know. They're just like, it's gone, and we don't have any more. That it's going to get me off on a rant. Atari sells this shit, and then they say we don't have any more. Why wouldn't you have some in case something like that happened, right?
Right.
Just have some there in case. Just in case.
Yeah. Yeah. And
they haven't been as quick to be releasing stuff lately. Like, for a while there, it was like, here's a bunch of games that are coming out. Here's a bunch more. I haven't seen anything from them for a little while. So,
Mike says, sucks for him. I'm sure that was in reference to that. On Saturday, I don't get to double watch. But remember, Mike, I always get busy at the store when you're on, and I have to miss most of your show, but I do leave it playing on my phone the whole time I'm helping customers, and then I have to go home and watch it anyway. So you do get double the watch time from me. But yeah. Bliss thinks he has to reboot his router. Megan said we look okay. Now that's subjective, whether we look okay. We may not be pausing, but I don't know if we look okay. Sorry, late response. She's remaking our thumbnail. Game Freak figured out they buried your thing with the ET carts.
That might be it. Maybe one day AVGN will be looking out there in the desert for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it never fails. Mike will have his show, and there'll be something that it's like, oh man, he's going to show these games off. I want to check that out. And then I'll go, a phone will call, and then I'll come back right as he's finishing, and I'll get to see like 3 seconds of a game that looked really cool. And I have no idea what it is because I didn't see him talk about what the game was called. I'm like, oh, shit. So then I have to rewatch. I get to rewatch Mike's show, his stream.
All right.
I don't have to. I get to. Figure out all the stuff I missed. Although this week it was a world record. I think I got to see like 95% of his stream.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty crazy.
Something happened at the end. I didn't get to watch the end live. I went back and watched it.
Yeah.
I think it was the last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, it was funny. The one part I did get a phone call and I had to miss it, and this is not an exaggeration. This is the actual. I picked up my phone because I was going to type something to the effect of, "This is crazy. I'm getting to watch the whole thing." And as soon as I started typing the message, the phone rang. I'm like, well, I guess I don't get to watch the whole thing. But yeah. Just one of those.
I think when Bliss would do his afternoons, he made sure it was like once he knew when my lunch break was, he's like, I'm going an hour ahead of that, an hour after that. I don't want that freaking Poe in the comment section.
It's funny. On Thursday, I guess it was, because we were driving home and Bliss was on, and I jumped on there and I said hi to stuff. Megan was there, I know, and all of a sudden, Phil says hi to me in the chat, and I'm like watching the video. I'm like, he's still playing. And then I realized it was his premiere. It wasn't
Premiere,
right? But I had no idea because I just saw it say Phil was on right now, so I clicked go while I was driving.
Yeah, one day he played Popeye and even dedicated it to me, and I didn't get to see it when it was going on. I saw it like way later. I'm like, oh. Thanks for the dedication. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I remember he did that Popeye thing, and he said, "Yeah, I did this for Poe, and if I cussed on my channel, I'd say what an asshole he is for not being here. But I don't use that language on my own channel." So, no, I did see that though. The Popeye, he did the 7800, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
The best. You got to get that. Opcode. I don't know if it's still on back order there or what. Great game.
Yeah, that's a great version.
That's one that I was gonna grab for you for Christmas, and then it was like, oh, they don't have any. So,
yeah.
And right now they're so busy. I think it's just him and his wife that do everything there, and there are all kind of people kind of complaining that they've sent emails and they're not hearing back. But it's like they're working on the stuff, but there's only two of them, that work on that. So that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was pretty neat how Phil didn't have. Yeah. And then I was kind of bummed though, because, when you're watching live while you're driving, you can still, like, if you at a stoplight or something, you can type something and then the person can respond audibly and you can hear them say your response. But then I'm like, oh man, I would have to read it. Or do like I do in my own live streams and have Kelly watch it and read off the chats, which, yeah, I think Mike gets a kick out of that when I'm on live and Kelly, when we're not doing 2-Player Tuesday, if I'm on live Thursday night and Kelly's reading off the chats to me so I can be playing and still respond. It's like, yeah, that's a pretty cool system. But I could have done that, but she gets car sick, so she can't read chats while we're driving. That wouldn't last long. So, but all right. Well, what do you think? We're at that magic 2-hour mark almost.
Yeah, it's close to bedtime here.
So it's close to bedtime. It's been I got to work this morning at 4:45. And there's a new girl that's doing the overnights because my neighbor Greg, he quit, so he's done. And you never know with something. Greg would always leave at 6, so I'd pick up an extra hour. And I was like, man, if she wants to get all her time, I'm going to sit there till 7 for her to clock out and me to clock in. I went over and I got my little tea mug, a pot thing that'll keep it warm, whatever you call that. And I'll make tea in that to set by the desk. I come back with that tea. She had already packed up all her stuff. She's like, did you want to take over now? I'm like, I can. And whenever you want to go, I'd rather get paid if I'm here. I'll clock in with I didn't even finish the sentence. She went around back. I hear the time clock go and she's out. I'm like, okay. So I guess she likes to leave early, and which is cool for me. Cause like I said, if we get there at 5, and my shift doesn't start till 7, but I'm there anyway, I'd rather get paid, All
right.
And it's not like you have much to do between 5 and 7 a.m. at a hotel front desk. There's not a lot to do. It's like maybe check out one person. Hey, Chaos is in the house. Yeah.
Chaos.
Mike says he's jealous. Kelly is awesome. Yeah. Kelly shows up at all the stuff and she helps out with the streams and all that stuff. It is good stuff. And yeah. And there you go, Mike. You do get double watch time because Kelly watches on her phone too. When we're watching at work, she'll pull it up on her phone and I have it on my phone. So you get the double watch time that way. Besides, then I have to watch it at home to see what all I missed. So that's cool. But anyhow, all right. You got any last thoughts, final thoughts, Poe, you wanted to talk about that we didn't get to?
I don't think my phone's at 17%, so I'm going to have to lose the headset and plug the charger in anyway. So.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't really have anything. Just keep an eye out for the pinball tournaments. That's all I got to talk about. Poe's changing things over. He didn't mute himself. We get to hear the chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Not Rick Chaos. We get to hear the Poe chaos. Hey, Chaos, thanks for stopping by my vid today. Oh, Chaos checked out Derek. Yeah, check out Derek's. Derek did a video. He hasn't had a lot of time for videos. And I think his channel's link is in the description below, as well as pretty much everyone else that's in here that has a channel. We have a link in the description for them. So yeah, did you have anything that you wanted to say before we go, Poe? Before you had to unplug
I don't
your phone?
think. I'm not really sure what my next video will be. So yeah, get in there and play River Raid on the Intellivision.
Yeah. Get in there. It'll be at least a week or two, depending on how things are going. So you got time. And again, look for keep an eye out for potentially pinball videos or pinball tournaments coming up. I know some people have missed those. And hang on a sec. I got to see what's going on here. I got to pull Discord up on my other screen because the new thumbnail, Megan's talking about a new thumbnail and Derek's laughing. So let me see if I can pull this up. Man, every time I open Discord on this computer, it does updates. Takes forever.
Hanging out with them, the Offgrid. Whoa. I can't do the echo voice. I unplugged my other mics. So.
Oh. No echo voice. Where'd you put it, Megan? Did you put it on the show? Oh. Let me see. Now I got to come over here. Share screen. Window.
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice.
Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots.
Hanging out with only Offgrid. Awesome. That's awesome.
And Mike, ever since we had Mike on there, as soon as we play that opening theme, I just keep hearing that in my head. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid and Mike.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Keep an eye out for Megan's video of MASH 2 since she said she was going to have to play.
I saw that she said that, and I think she also said it like last week too. So I've been waiting for MASH.
I know. I called her out on Derek's because she said, I need to play that. And I said, yes, you do. So I reminded her also under Derek's video. So, and this past week, I was not able to see it, but Megan went live. So keep an eye out for that too. Megan did some live stuff. I know Mike's Gaming Gala was there because I saw
Yeah.
part of the replay and I saw Mike in the chat, so I just shut it right back off because I see enough of Mike in chat as it is. No, but yeah, great thumbnail, Megan. Everyone likes Megan's thumbnail. So from now on, we'll just hire Megan to do our thumbnails. And, oh, different, and we need to have Derek make a new subcategory on our Discord because we only have 47 channels on the Discord that people can comment in thumbnail ideas for different ways we could be hanging out. Because I just come up with random ideas. I don't know. I was driving when the idea for the Lost Boys came up. I was like, oh, I should do a Lost Boys hanging from the bridge, hanging out. But
oh, that's cool. That was the first thing I took from it whenever you put it up there. So
yeah. Okay. Now Megan says I'm going to play MASH this week. I'm going to put it up on the screen, so there's no denying it. We are at 2 hours and 3 minutes into this show. If we have to clip that. Yeah. That's funny.
hanging out with Emily Offgrid. That could very possibly happen 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, and you never know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it'll never be hanging out with only Poe because I can't run this whole show from my phone. It just won't work.
Although I got booted that time and it was only
That's
you.
true. That's
and
true.
then I could come back in.
And then, that's whenever I wasn't sure if you were here or not, and I pulled the whole Garth from Wayne's World. It's like, I'm having a great time. Not.
Yeah. That was crazy. I did not think it was going to let me back in because
No.
my computer flat out blue screened. I had to completely reboot.
One of these days, I'll get everything set up. Maybe when my daughter moves out again, because she has the bigger bedroom compared to my son's, I might make that into, if I get a good enough laptop. You saw what happens. My laptop, if I try to do OBS gameplay and a camera at the same time, holy shit. It's worse than a silent film.
Yeah. It's like when I tried to do the emulator and go live. Didn't work. So then I had to just redo my whole living room setup and get that Raspberry Pi going. But I'm glad I did. That was my original intention, was to get the emulators going on the Raspberry Pi so I could just play it on the TV and not have to run it off the laptop and all that stuff. But
right.
Yeah. So, all right. I guess we'll end it here then, because they're talking about clipping stuff. And
Uh-oh.
Kelly put some smiling face, blue face paint, or I don't know what it is. Derek's on it. Oh, man. I don't even want to know what Derek's on. So, yeah, get in on it. Look for Megan's MASH video. If she doesn't post it, just remind her. Get in on the River Raid for the Intellivision. Any way you can play it, whether it's the actual Intellivision console, the original console, the Intellivision 2, the Intellivision Sprint, the Intellivision emulator, however you want to play it. We would like it if you did your first time. If you haven't played in 10 or more years, that even better. And yeah, post that score. And then if you want to post one later and say, yeah, I played again, this was my score, that's fine too. But other than that, we will catch you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, right?
Yeah.
And now everyone's favorite part, they're all just sticking around for the outro because it is such a good outro. Love that outro song, love the outro video, and we'll see you all next week.
On the next one.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. We hope to see you next week. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid. Yeah, the retro game stories. You know what they did. From Atari to Zaxxon, every secret unwound. Best closing credits theme. The baddest around. No cheat codes needed, just passion and fun for every true gamer till the podcast is done. So power down slowly until next week's show with Poe and Offgrid, where the good times just flow. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid. Yeah, the retro game stories, you know what they did. From Atari to Zaxxon, every secret unwound. Best closing credits theme, the baddest around.